Okay, I was gonna attach the last few interviews to the last video. I'm actually, obviously, in the same place, overlooking the beautiful city of Washington, D.C. as the lights go down, in a great location. But it's too hard to attach multiple interviews without them getting kind of mixed up in order. So the last video I did, I pinned on the pinned tweet is interview number 3, and that goes into a little bit about my meeting this child of one of Hitler's top commandants. She was a, kind of German royalty. She was a Nazi at 8 years old, and her survival through the war and eventually getting to the United States. I didn't go into much detail in part number 3. So in this interview, it is very extensive detail, actually, about my meeting her in 2009, 2010, the secret she shared with me, the documentation, transcripts, pictures, proof, identities of certain people, and really helped bridge the gap for me from what I knew in my various professions, including law enforcement and psychology, and what I learned working undercover positions and through my research, and obviously interested in history and political science. But she was one of the major, probably the major gap filler for me. She was a legitimate child of one of Nazi's top guys, and he set up one of his first kind of command centers inside her father's theater. Her father owned all the theaters in Munich and Germany at the time, which in 1930s, 38, was very rare. And so those theaters were used to indoctrinate soldiers and children and various people. And so this person that I met was 79 when I met her. She died at age 80, a year and a half, but I did spend a year and a half with her going into the most traumatic human experiences that I've ever heard, and I've heard many, many horrible, tragic trauma things and seen them as well. So that's what this interview is about. I hope you enjoy it. And of course, it goes even further into, like I said, identities and starting to reveal some of that. So this is interview number 4.